Hey guys, today I just wanted to do a quick video and show you guys some of the work that I've been doing. I have been doing some 3D printing and painting, and I did do this statue here. I did a review on it. I printed it out probably like November of last year, I believe. But this statue was probably, I think it was like the third statue that I did. But somebody did comment. They were asking the height of this statue, and I actually I told them it was 14 inches, but I believe that was just the saber tooth alone. So I wanted to quickly just do a measurement on this statue here. So you guys can see the actual height of this statue. So I measured it out, and it's approximately about 23 inches in height when it comes from the bottom of the base to the actual top of that claw there for Sabertooth. But this statue was made out of PLA, no resin or anything on this statue, and I liked how it came out. You know, there was a few things that may have been better with a resin printer for sure, but you know, hey, it was PLA, it was like my third statue, so it wasn't too bad, so I was really happy with it. But yeah, it came out pretty good. Wicked did an awesome job on this file, but I wanted to show this one here to you guys, and I'm going to show you some more statues here as well. Alright, and here is one of the statues that I did just recently. I did this one last month, and it was actually, this whole base is actually for just this figure here. But I don't know if I made a mistake, but this base was just so big. I just figured I would add another figure, so he's supposed to have a different base, but I figured I'd just put them both together on this large base because it was just too big for one single figure. So this one did take me a while because when I painted it, I actually did it all by hand. I didn't use the brush. The only time I actually did any kind of spray painting was the actual black. I just spray painted it all black, and then I went in and did like the green and the gold with paintbrush. And I ended up doing like a clear resin with a little bit of green dye for these parts here, which are the hands and the gun, as well as the knife here for this guy right here. But this was just such a large figure. It did take quite some time to get it done, but you know, when I finally got it done, I was happy with it. I still have a little bit of more work that I need to do, like fill in some seams that or some openings, and then also just finishing up like the eyes here on the figures. But I thought it came out really good. I was super happy with this statue, and what I ended up doing was whenever I added the statues, I actually just found the best spot for them and then added resin and just kind of glued them onto the base. But the height on this is, I believe this one is right around it's right around 18 and a half inches, almost 19 inches right there. So it's a pretty good height. The width is just, this thing is, it's about 15 and a half to 16 inches in width. So it's a pretty big statue. But this is one of the ones that I just did recently. But I liked it. I liked how it turned out. So this is one of the other, and then I'll go ahead and show you a couple of more statues that I've done just recently. right, I also did this Batman here. I'm not finished with it. There's still some work I need to do, but I have been working on this one the past couple of weeks. So I actually ended up getting a resin printer. So this figure is made out of resin. The actual the base is made out of PLA, but the figure is resin. So the details on resin prints are so much better than they are on the PLA. The little bats are also made out of resin. So I thought so far this Batman has turned out pretty good. I still have to seal it and repaint a little bit, and paint the belt, and then also like the emblem here for the Batman. But this so far has came out pretty good. It didn't take me too long to do this one because it's just such a small base, which is, I like that a little bit better. You know, it's so much easier to put them somewhere. You know, it's such a smaller base. But the total height of this figure is right around 16 inches, which I think is a pretty decent height. So it's not a bad statue. And this is actually going to be for one of my nephews. Yeah, it's pretty nice looking here. I did like the darker blue shade on it with the gray. I could have opted in for that, like doing the black suit, but I just figured just for me to do the black base, I would just be better off doing like the gray on the suit and the blue. But yeah, so far it's came out pretty good. You know, I'm pretty new to painting, and that's why I don't do any kind of like painting videos or anything like that, because I'm still new, so I'm still learning. I do watch like YouTube videos and try to get tips from different painters like Ground Affected, and also the Creative Collector, which he does really good videos. But yeah, that's so far. I've done quite a few prints, and I've got one more statue that I'm going to show you guys. Alright, so I also did this Wonder Woman, and I just finished it today pretty much. I still may need to do a little bit of touch-up work, but yeah, I just did this statue, and it came out pretty good. I like the smaller base on it too, because it's so much easier to like put on the collection. When it's those big, large bases, it's hard to get them on a good spot. But this one came out pretty good. I did do the airbrush for this Wonder Woman, pretty much for the whole thing. I mean, there was a couple of spots where I went in with the paintbrush, like the edges here, things like that. But for the most part, I did do the airbrush for this statue. So if we measure it all the way up to the top of this flag here, she's going to be measuring right around 28 and a half inches, which is a pretty good size too. And then obviously wide is a lot smaller, which is right around 6 inches wide, but it's a good statue. I'm also working on the Superman version, which is pretty much going to be the same base and the same flag, but it's obviously a Superman rather than the Wonder Woman. But it's going to come out really good. I'm working on it now, and I'm hoping to get that one done here soon as well. But yeah, like I mentioned, I'm still new to the painting, so I'm still trying to learn and you know, like figure out what's the best way for me to have these figures painted. But yeah, I'm happy with it. I am happy with it so far, and yeah, I mean, if you guys have any questions in regards to like 3D printing itself or the painting, you know, I can try to answer those questions. But yeah, this is what I've been working on so far. Quite a few statues, and you know, honestly, it does take time. I only print on the weekends. I try not to do any printing during the week, just to, I obviously have to focus on my work, but I do just the 3D printing and the painting on the weekends. But yeah, those are the statues that I've got so far. I appreciate you guys watching the videos.